When we are experiencing life from this state of depletion, our perception can be clouded, which can alter the way in which we interpret events, emotions, and interactions. We have a lens that's covering our eyes and we can't see clearly.
Welcome to the Embodied Woman podcast with me, Rebecca Wilson. An embodied experiential space for you to drop deep into the wealth of wisdom within your being and activate a fuller, richer you. I am a feminine awakener, thought leader, embodied business doula, sacred business midwife, healer, and all-round medicine woman. I am here to guide women deeper into their essence and power, to activate their life force, awaken pleasure, and support them to live an embodied life. I will help you birth your visions, dreams, creations, desires, and sacred business into the world from an easeful, embodied, and rooted place within. My work supports women to become more available for life, love, relationship, connection, creation, pleasure, and wealth. I will activate you into self-leadership and self-mastery to truly live an embodied and awakened life. Welcome on the journey, my love.
Hello, beautiful woman, and welcome back to the Embodied Woman podcast. Today, we are diving deep into cellular health, mineral balance, and our perception of reality. Now, this is something that I am currently so deeply interested in, something that is really alive for me, and I just wanted to share it with you all. When we are existing in our lives from a place of cellular exhaustion, we're feeling unbalanced, undernourished, lacking resource. We are often minerally depleted, carrying stress in our body, perceiving life's experiences as stressful, harmful, and often existing in some states of dysregulation, disembodiment, and existing in a place of survival. Very often, when we are living in or existing from this place, that we see the world through a distorted view. We have a distorted lens on reality. What I am finding incredibly interesting is that in most cases, the more distorted our energy, vitality, and mineral patterns are, the more distorted our level of awareness can be. See, as we experience the world through these states of depletion, lack of resource, lack of nurture, unbalance, and distortion, the state of our physical and cellular well-being begins to significantly influence our perception and awareness of ourselves, others, and the world around us. Our cellular health and our mineral balance play a crucial role in shaping our awareness and therefore the interpretation of reality. It's very easy for us to understand that when we are depleted on a cellular level, undernourished, dysregulated, it doesn't only impact our physical health. It also has a strain and an impact on our cognitive, mental, and emotional states of well-being. These depletions, which are born from stresses or stressful experiences in our lives, that can be acute stress from day-to-day life or long-standing stress from trauma and upset from as far back as the moment we're born and potentially even further back from the moment we were conceived. These depletions start to weave their way through the web of our nervous system, our fascia, our tissues, our cells, and they begin to draw from the essential minerals that we have within our body that are vital for the physical and physiological processes of our body to happen well. Here we begin to carry something called oxidative stress, or as I like to call it, cellular exhaustion. Now, we all can possibly understand or relate to having a night where we just don't sleep so well, or possibly even a couple of days or a week, and we're really tired. Maybe you've taken a long haul flight, or you've been working really hard, or you've been out partying, or whatever it is, or you're a new mother. Our perception of the world around us when we are in those tired states is often fragmented, distorted, and not true. If we take that experience and take it deep into the cells and see how there is a potential in which our cells and our bodies on that cellular level can or have been or could be depleted and exhausted for some time, we can see how that could change our perceptions of our life experiences, ourselves and others. When we are experiencing life from this state of depletion, our perception can be clouded, which can alter the way in which we interpret events, emotions, and interactions. We have a lens that's covering our eyes and we can't see clearly. This distorted lens affects our cognitive processing, emotional responses, which often are more like emotional reactions, and our ability to make clear, concise judgment. Because when we are in this state of depletion, when we've been in stages of acute or long-standing stress and how that impacts us so greatly, we have truly been existing in survival mode. Our thoughts and feelings and choices and behaviors and actions, when in a state of survival and dysregulation, are suboptimal, often tinted with fear, anxieties, worries, depressions, stresses, and often we experience the moments of present day life in a false representation of reality. When we are in balance, we're much better able to experience the present moment in truth, to be here fully in the truth of the moment that we're in, rather than in history or story or narratives that have echoed through our life and often live as echoes within our body and nervous system too. The greater balance we have in the ecosystem of our body and our being, the greater awareness we're able to cultivate and presence into the true reality of the experiences we are having. And from that place, it's much easier, naturally, for us to choose a more grounded and present approach, response, or feelings and actions towards whichever event or experience we're in. There is a profound and somewhat beautiful connection between minerals and the body's system. There is an intricate communication between minerals and our body's system, which has a great influence on our brain function, neurotransmitter balance, and overall mental clarity. So we can see here any disruptions to this delicate balance can affect our mental acuity, mood regulation, and ability to perceive reality objectively. We begin to understand why addressing cellular exhaustion and rebalancing our mineral levels, and therefore reducing stress and oxidative stress from our body and cells, becomes an essential step towards restoring balance and clarity within our lives. On this journey of replenishing the body, We bring in the essential nutrients and minerals that we need and begin to adopt practices that support our cellular health. This all has a positive impact on our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. It's a journey of nourishing our cellular health and restoring mineral balance to create a more harmonious and calm internal environment. I personally have found throughout this journey that in turn, it creates a more clearer, balanced perception of the world. I have been able to land into a deeper state of clarity, emotional stability, and to live life from a more grounded experience of reality. Often, that isn't always the thing that our ego wants, or the stories and narratives that we're so deeply invested in desire, because these dysregulations and disruptions within are held in old echoes of past experience, story, narrative, and they're very deeply rooted in our coding and our beliefs, many of which are deeply limiting to our growth and expansion, and to cultivating a life beyond the systemic patterning in which we've been created through and born from. It takes deep courage to step upon a journey that asks us to repattern ourselves on a mental, mineral, emotional, physical, spiritual level. Often on our journey of healing, we are faced with feelings that something is inherently wrong with us. I know that I have felt this many times myself. If I was just okay, everything would be okay. There's something deeply wrong with me. Why am I stuck in these patterns of loops of thoughts and feelings and stories? Why is the same stuff rising over and over again? Here I am in the same situation with a friend or a family member or my partner. I just can't seem to get out of these loops. I was experiencing different levels of exhaustion, anxiety, depression, and emotional overwhelm. And I recognized that this was a one-way track to fatigue and burnout. I was mentally exhausting myself, trying to find what was wrong with me. What I realized was that I was actually just running empty. I was exhausted. I was undernourished and I was deeply depleted. What I recognized from here is how vital it was and how important it was that I moved myself out of a state of depletion first. That I began to rebalance and re-nourish and nurture my body minerally, energetically, physically, and with nutrient-dense food too. This all allowed me to cultivate and bring a deeper state of safety into my body and my nervous system. And it was like a light switch went off. From here, I was able to see a way out of this depleted and dysregulated state and out of these loops of thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and stories, and into a new way of living and existing in my world, in my community, and in my relationships. It's been a beautiful journey so far of really calling back fully into my body all of my energy to reclaim my vitality and radiance. So here's something that you could do today. If you're feeling overwhelmed, depleted, or lacking resource, and you're just feeling like you're not sure how you're going to get through, there's some simple step-by-step things that I do on a daily basis that I hope might inspire you or support you in some way, my love. Maybe you can take 5 or 10 minutes outside, sitting in the sunlight, grounding your feet onto the earth, hand on heart, another on belly, and take a few deep breaths in and out. If your body needs to release, a conscious sigh is often all it needs, a deepening of the breath in And consciously exhaling out. Take time to reorient yourself to the world around you. I particularly enjoy looking at nature, whether it be the trees or the branches or any little creatures or birds that come along into my view. From here, I'll begin to slow my inhale and exhale to begin to feel a sense of grounding and calm in my nervous system and body. Often, I will repeat to myself, I am calm. I am safe. I am relaxed. I choose to feel calm now. I choose to feel safe now. I choose to feel relaxed now. Through my own journey of restoring my perception of reality, remineralizing my body in feminine embodiment, somatic healing, and embodied resource, I have dedicated an aspect of my life's work to support women too through this journey. A journey of releasing the emotional and physical debris and gunk and cellular chaos from our inner temple to be able to clear the pathways for more life to flow again. A journey of guiding women out of depletion, dysregulation, freeze, numbness, disassociation, disembodiment, lack of connection, lack of vitality or a spark for life, back into the fullness of their essence. This is why I've created the Embodied Woman Group Mentorship. It's a guided journey into cellular healing, feminine restoration, and metabolic living over a 6-month period. Throughout this journey, we will explore through the root cause protocol, hair, tissue, mineral analysis, somatic embodiment, healing practices, resourcing, heart connection, womb connection, restoring kidneys, reviving the body out of burnout, restoring energy, vitality, and radiance, feminine care practices, and so much more. You'll be held in a group container along with individual private sessions too. Each of the private sessions are tailored to your individual needs as we explore the findings on the hair, tissue, mineral analysis, guide you through the remineralization and renourishment program, and offer you resourcing practices, embodied techniques, and emotional clearing practices to create a deeper embodiment of your radiance, as well as the group calls and the community chat, which offer great support, a shared journey with other like-minded women who are reclaiming their essence and vitality too. The places are limited for this journey. So if it's speaking to you, my love, all the details will be linked in the show notes of this episode. It is a pioneering journey that's bridging the gap between feminine restoration, embodiment, somatic healing, resourcing, alongside nutritional guidance, nourishment, nurture, and remineralization of the body. If you have any questions, as always, I'm here to support. You can email me or you can find me on Instagram. That is linked in the show notes of this episode too. I love to hear from you. Any insights that you have, please do connect with me. I love to chat and explore with all the women that drop into my world. If you feel like this episode may resonate with a woman in your world and your life, please share it with her. Share it far and wide so that the message can get out there. And I look forward to connecting with you and speaking with you soon. Have a beautiful day, my love. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you loved this musing and sharing, I would love for you to share this episode far and wide. You can arrive into all of my offerings at rebecca-wilson.com. Links to dive deeper with me are in the episode notes. Remember, my love, you are here to be the fullest, most potent, powerful, embodied version of you. I am here to guide you into that. Hey love, I'm dropping in here to welcome you to join us in our online community membership, The Village. I created this space for women to gather, to return to themselves, to deepen the connection and the relationship with self, whilst held in a community of like-minded women walking the journey and the path of their own awakening.